welcome to the fourth video of the series of my decks. I'm Blue Valkyrie, and this is my last deck of the ones that I have. I have to say that this is the original creature deck that I have. It's basically Minotaurs, Orcs, and Goblins. So let's get to it before we start, wasting time. Okay, first, Mana Confluence. This card, it's a special land. Pay 1 life, 1 tapped. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. This is actually a good one for when you're playing with 2 colors and you need a third one, like I've explained in my other videos. So this is a cool card to have in your deck, just in case. There's Shock. It's a red instant. Deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Alright. Oh, and I don't know if you guys know, but where the on some locations, like, let me see if I can see it on this one. No, not on this one. But from some time over, they have included in the count of the card, in the number, they have included if it's a rare, if it's a mythic rare, if it's a common or uncommon. For instance, this one is Krenko's Enforcer. This is from this year, and this is a Goblin Warrior. It has Intimidate, means it cannot be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. It's a 2/2 card, and this is what I mean. See, this is card number 152 out of 269 that the core set of Magic 2015 has, and it's a C next to the second number, which means it's a common. Okay, and it's Magic the Gathering 15. This is an English deck, and that's who designed the card. Just a little trivia if you guys didn't know about that. Flesh to Dust. It's another instant. Destroy target creature. It cannot be regenerated. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, my deck is on black covers. That's why this is a mountain. This is a Cyclops of Eternal Fury. It's a 5/3 card. Creatures you control have haste, all of them. So this is an enchantment creature, Cyclops. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Fall of the Hammer. We've all seen this one in other, I think. Target creature is an instant. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature without having, to, like, wait for it, or this just instantly. Magma Spray. It deals 2 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead of going to the, graveyard. I'm passing the mountains as I go. I should pass also on the swamps. Blood Ogre. 2/2 creature. Has Bloodthirst. If an opponent was dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It also has First Strike. Deals combat damage before creatures without First Strike does. This is good, especially if you want to make a quick attack. Battle Brawler, mean looking dude. 2/2 creature. As long as you control a red or white permanent, Battle Brawler gets a +1/+0 and has First Strike. So that means it'll make it a +3/+2, And that's if you have a red or white permanent. Now, you notice the card is black, but my deck is red and black, so yeah, this is usually if for people that use red and black or white and black. I should make a white and black, opposites, kind of. This one is from Fate Reforged. That's what the symbol stands for. And it has the same thing. I think this is something that started very commonly recently, I should say. Swamp. Howl of the Horde. This is a foil. And let's see, it's a rare. That's why it has the R. It's from Cans of Tarkir. Yeah, Cans of Tarkir. It's a sorcery. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. It also has Raid. If you attacked with a creature this turn, when you cast your next instant sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell an additional time. You may choose new targets for the copy. So yeah. Grim Guardian. It's a enchantment creature zombie. 1/4. Has constellation. It means whenever it or another enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, each opponent loses 1 life. Not me, they. Anyway. As you can see, this one is from 2014, and it does not have the letter after the number. Okay, so it's apparently something that they made this past year. Goblin Bang Chuckers. That was a mouthful. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. If you lose, it deals it to itself. That means it kills itself because it's a 2/2 creature. So you better hope and pray you win that flip. Spiteful Blow. Destroy target creature and target land. Yep. That's how it rolls. Brawler's Plate. This was repeated in Origins, if I'm not mistaken, because I did review this one on my unboxing, I should say. I'm just letting you guys read it if you are interested in reading. This is an uncommon, as you can see. Okay, so let's see. This is another land, but this is Jungle Hollow. It's green and black. You gain 1 life whenever it enters the battlefield, and it adds 1 black or green mana to your pool. So even though I don't have any green cards, it's good to have it handy just in case. Valley Dasher. Let's see, Valley Dasher. 2/2, has haste, and attacks each turn if able. Let's see, we have Pensive Minotaur, 2/3 creature, and that's basically it. It's just thinking. Alright. Fellhide Petrifier. See? A Gorgon. Alright, it's a 2/3 creature. Has Death Touch. And other Minotaur creatures you control have it as well. As long as you control them, duh. Alright. And this is a Kragma Warcrawler. 2/3 creature. Another Minotaur warrior. Now they have all haste. And whenever it attacks, it gets a +2 until the end of turn. This is why it's good to have a Minotaur ogre and you know, creature deck of sorts, because when you have more, they're strength in numbers. Arrow Storm, it's a sorcery. It deals 4 damage to target creature or player, and it has raid. If you attacked with a creature this turn, instead, it deals 5 damage to that creature or player, and the damage cannot be prevented. It doesn't matter what you're presented with. Here's another Felhide Brawler. This is when I had the it cannot block unless you control another Minotaur. Goblin Boom Keg. See, there's the keg, and it's gonna go boom. The artifact, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice it, and when it's put in the graveyard from the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. You see, there's this recurring thing I have about dealing lots of damage whenever I can. I had this on previous decks, so I'm just gonna show you guys, you know. It's common, pass the dash cost. Asphyxiate. The sorcery. Destroy target untapped creature. Don't even need to tap it. There's a mountain. This is collateral damage. As an additional cost to cast it, you sacrifice a creature. It deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So yeah, that's why it's called collateral damage. And we have the Ragemonger here. Another Minotaur. Good to know, good to have. Cast into darkness. So I'm trying to go a little bit Vault Breaker for 2. You may discard a card, and if you do, you draw another card, and it has a dash cost. Which we all know that dash is that once they die, they can return back at the end of the turn. Blowing Saddle Brute, another orc, and it has raid. So unless you attacked with a creature this turn, you lose 4 life. That's why it's a brute, damn it. But it has a good, you know. It's not too expensive. Has good numbers. Yeah, deal with it. That's from Khans of Tarkir. Another mountain. And we have here Foundry Street Denizen. This is a little card, you know. Whenever another red creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets a +1/+0. So it becomes a +2, 2/1 creature, I'm sorry. And we have here War Chanter of Mogois. It's another Minotaur, Shaman. It has Inspired. Whenever it becomes untapped, target creature you control gains Intimidate until the end of turn, and it's a 3/3. So it's not that bad. Another Swamp. Rootbound Crag. That's another land. So it enters tapped unless you control a mountain or a forest, and it adds red or green. Defiant Ogre. 3/5. You choose either +1/+1, or you destroy target artifact. So. A little vampirus. It's a legendary creature. Has flying. It has that cost. It's 4/4. Yeah. Good card. If I, to say so myself. That's the swamp. I should have taken the swamps and mountains out of it. Goblin, Fire Slinger. Ew, he looks mean. 1/1. Deals 1 damage to target player. So it's not that much, but hey, 1 less point out of 20. It's good for me. Goblin Heel Cutter. It cannot block. It has a dash. It's a 3/2. Tormented Thoughts. Sorcery. It's an additional cost. You sacrifice a creature, but the target player discards a number of cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. So you better sacrifice one that, has at least 5. Leave him empty-handed. Yay. Goblin Picker. 2/1. Bloodchain Fanatic. This one is from Dragons of Tarkir. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? It's a rare, so yay. Let's see, Mountain. Stormblood Berserker. Has Bloodthirst 2. If an opponent has dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters. That means it becomes a 3/3 creature. And it cannot be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. So, might be small, but it's powerful. Alright. Krumar Bunt King. Jin. No, Kin. My bad. This one is from Khans of Tarkir. It has a morph cost. It's 5/3 by itself. It's a common. Again, from Khans of Tarkir. Jungle Hollow, that's another land. Yet again. Goblin Tunneler. See? Ugly guy. 1/1. When tapped, the target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable this turn. So in other words, you make the other creature exposed. Mer-Ek Nightblade. He looks like one of the orcs from Lord of the Rings, if you ask me. Anyway, it's a 2/3 creature, has Outlast with a counter. Outlast is only as a sorcery. So now each creature you control has Death Touch. With a counter of +1/+1 on it has Death Touch. And we all know that Death Touch, it means that just one number, one little, hit, it's enough to kill the creature. Relic of Abandon. All creatures get +2/-2 until end of turn. Yeah, kind of like win some, lose some. Alright. Alicia's Vanguard. 3/3. It has a dash. So, moving on. Swamp. Fearsome Temper. That's me on my period. Anyway, gets a +2/+2, the creature that's enchanted with this. And the creature can't block this creature this turn. Okay. There's a Marsh Mist Titan. 4/5. X is your devotion to black. That means how many swamps you control. So, yeah. Mountain. Lava Axe, yet again. You already know what this one does, so I'm not even gonna bother to say a thing. Let's see, this is a Goblin Rough Rider. Nah. Anyway, it's a 3/2. It's just a goblin that attacks that has a 3/2. This one is a Minotaur Skull Cleaver. See? Big guy. A 2/2 creature, has haste. It gets a counter when it enters until the end of the turn. Swamp. Borderland Minotaur. It's a creature. It's a 4/3 creature. Nothing fancy, just, yeah, a little strong. Mardu Warshrieker. Yeah, I fucked that up. 3/3 creature from Khans. Has raid. And if you attack with a creature this turn, you add a red, a white, or black mana to your pool. It's the simple little things in life that keep you going. Alright, this is Pinnacle of Rage. Pretty expensive card. But it deals 3 damage to each 2 target creatures and or players. I choose the player. Deathbellow Raider. 2/3. It attacks each turn if able. And it has a cost to regenerate if needed. If so needed. Lightning Strike. Blah. Instant. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. I still say go for the player. Fanatic of Mogis. It deals damage to each opponent equal to your devotion to red. And it's a 4/2 creature. Mountain. Okay. Rummaging Goblin. Discard a card, draw a card, and it's a 1/1. So, yeah, a little good foot soldier. Mardu Scout. We've already seen this one in other videos. With its dash. And, yeah. So, I'm only down to 2. This one is a Fierce Invocation. Sorcery, sorry. Manifest the top card of your library, then put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. And to manifest a card, you put it onto the battlefield, face down as a 2/2 creature. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost, if it is a creature card. And my last card on this deck, it's a foiled Whisper Silk Cloak. This was given to me as a gift. And what it does, it's an equipment, artifact equipment. Equipped creature is unblockable. It has Shroud. It cannot be the target of spells or abilities. And it has an additional equip cost. Attach it to target creature you control. Equip only as a sorcery. And again, this is from Magic 2011. So back then they didn't have the, the information. But I hope you liked my decks. You can feel free to make any comments on them. I might give a bonus video, a 5th out of 4. So, but still have not decided. So I hope you really did enjoy this. And I'll catch you next time. Alright? Take care. Bye bye.